he barely notices the the radio or whoever's talking through the radio, and she's literally trying her hardest to call for help and to get someone's attention to come and help her, but unfortunately no one comes and helps her, and nobody ever does. And while she's in that critical crashed condition that she's in, she sees Leatherface, and I'm literally not joking you. She sees in the rear mirror of Leatherface skinning his mom's face. Alright? He literally skinned his mom's face. That was the face that he wore throughout the entire movie. Alright? That was the face that he wore throughout the entire movie of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you're all wondering whose face that he wore. So basically, that's the face that he wore, was his mother's, alright? That's why we couldn't recognize it in the first place of the movie. And so yeah, in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 2022, so she's looking at him, and she sees him, like, skinning her face, alright? He's skinning her face, and he rips it off, and he puts it on his face, just like he did in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974. Like, he wears faces of human skin. Alright? He wears faces of human skin, like he did with the other faces at his house. And so, while she's looking, she's literally trying her best to play dead. That way, Leatherface won't see her, alright? And, but unfortunately, it's not working. Well, it almost does work. So, she's playing dead. Leatherface kills the driver who almost survived the car crash. And while she's, while she's trying to get out of there, unfortunately, man, she literally could have gotten out of there. She could have unbuckled her seatbelt, she could have opened the door, and she could have just ran out of there, alright? She could have just ran out of there, alright? She could have done that, but unfortunately, she didn't, alright? She idiotically didn't. And so, I don't know why she didn't take the 5 minutes, alright? I don't know why she didn't take the 5 minutes to run out of there, alright? She could have ran out of there and survived, alright? She could have survived, alright? But, no, she didn't. She didn't. So, so unfortunately, while she was in the truck, Leatherface catches her and kills her. I don't want to get too graphic. I don't want to get too graphic, but Leatherface kills her. And so it was like, it gets intensive. It gets really, really intensive in the movie. But yeah, unfortunately, the blonde-haired girl dies in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. So yeah, and she could have just gone out there, which was the stupidest. Like, she could have gone out there, but she didn't. She didn't, which was one of the stupidest things that she's ever done. And she well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, Leatherface kills her in the truck, and he moves on from there. He didn't. Oh, another thing that he did, he takes her dress and he, like, I don't know what he's thinking, but yeah. But anyways, getting back to the teenagers, they get a text from the blonde earlier, which I could have explained, but I wanted to stick to, and so, and they realized that the mother had died, and apparently that they're screwed and they made a mistake, that the mother had died. So they realized that, and the girl with the kind of short black hair, the one with the I don't know, the fuzzy black hair. Basically, she regrets what she did, and like she changes her mood immediately, feeling regretful for what she did to Leatherface's mother in the first place, and basically that she doesn't want to do this business anymore, and she wants to get out of there. All right, she just want to forget the whole thing and just get out of there. All right, because of what they did, and now they're doomed of Leatherface. But apparently, one of the guys, he brushes his off. He literally brushes his off like it was their fault. Like it was their fault. But it was really the teenagers' fault. All right, it was really the teenagers' fault that got them to to kind of, how do you say, pressure the mother to tell her that they bought out the property in the first place, but apparently she still thinks and knows that she and Leatherface already bought out the property, but it gets confusing. So anyways, the teenagers are doing what they can to get out of there. All right, they're gonna try and escape and not do this business anymore and forget about it. But apparently, man, I'm trying to remember. Man, there's so much to remember. But anyways, they're still in the town. They're still doing the business. There's all the people that are doing this right now. And apparently, they're still in the house and they're trying to figure this all out. They're trying to talk to each other and they're trying to escape. Like, they've literally been in a town for like literally, I don't know, for like a day or two, or for like literally one full day. Like, the movie goes out throughout like one full day, one full night. And so, well, anyways, during the movie, while it's happening, if I can try to remember, because since I just got back from watching it, someone makes a call to not to the police. All right, no one makes a call to the police, but they make a call to one of our favorite characters and heroes and the survival girls of the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's right, Sally Hardenstein. All right, they make a call to Sally Hardenstein, who wants revenge after 50 years ago from the tragic events of that day. All right, and Owen, whatever her name is, she did a pretty good job. She did a pretty good job at playing Sally Hardenstein from her original character. All right, she did a pretty good job. She was like basically the Laurie Strode from the 2018 Halloween. And so, yeah, she's basically like the Laurie Strode from Halloween 2018. And so, they make a call to her, and she realizes that Leatherface is back, and Sally Hardenstein wants revenge on him after all these years. And so, she wants to get him back for what she did to her friends in the original events, including her brother. Anyways, if I can remember, Sally Hardenstein, she gets in her truck and she has a little picture of her and her friends, a very old picture of her and her friends from years ago. And like every time she looks at it, like she's trying to be strong, right? She's trying to be strong every time she looks at the picture. And so she gets her shotgun. She literally has a shotgun. And she gets in her own like car or some type of SUV truck or SUV car of some sort, and she drives along to Hollow, Texas to investigate this before getting into the fight of Leatherface. she goes into the field and she realizes that the mother is in the grass field. Her her face has been skinned. All right, her face has been skinned. Sally Hardenstein realizes it when she's in the field during the late night, and during the movie, both of the teenagers go into the same building that Leatherface is in, and they're trying to hide from him. But apparently, one of them gets doomed, and the good thing is that one of them is able to survive him. And so I'll talk about from. So basically, the girl, she goes upstairs and she gets under the bed, and Leatherface is basically in the house. And so Leatherface, he basically gets, I think, his hammer thing or whatever his weapon is called, and he gets some type of axe thing, and he starts banging on the wall. All right, he starts hitting the wall trying to get something. All right, he's trying to get something with his axe or with his hammer thing that he's trying to get out. And so while he's doing that, it takes him about like 5-10 minutes to finally to axe out the wall that he's trying to hit and trying to dig out of, and he pulls out his weapon. All right, he pulls out his weapon that he's been waiting 50 years. That he's been waiting 50 years to use. All right, and that was his chainsaw. All right, that was his original, his real chainsaw. All right, he digged out his chainsaw. It's got the same yellow, features on it as the original chainsaw. And so he gets it out. And apparently, I don't know if he knows or if he knew, but when he sees all the people out there, he gets pissed off, and he kind of has a little meltdown on it, a little fit on it that all the people are on his property doing the business, and that they're partying on his bus. And so yeah, they're partying on the bus. Well, not his bus. They're partying on the bus, in the party bus. So basically, he leaves for a second, and the girl gets out from under the bed for a moment to look around to see, what's going on. But then after that, she realizes that Leatherface is coming back, and she gets it under the bed again. And one of the sheriffs from earlier, one of the police officers from earlier, he comes back, and basically he faces off Leatherface. But apparently it doesn't go good. So basically, he's facing off Leatherface. They're getting into a fight, but unfortunately he's not winning, and he's literally trying his hardest to try and stop him. But Leatherface, outsmarts him, and he basically gets his chainsaw, and he kind of kills him. So yeah, he kills the officer. He kills the police officer, and the officer basically still has his keys with him, and I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he gets his keys and he kind of lays them there or hands them out to the girl. I'm not sure if how he's laying them there or who he's handing them out to. I don't know, to the girl or such, but she see all that happened with the fight and everything, and that he dies. And so Leatherface leaves for a minute. He leaves for a minute, and so the girl, not little girl, but the teenage girl is trying her best to try to escape from the building, and she's trying to escape. And also, with the guy, oh man, he messed up the guy real badly. I'm not talking about the officer, I'm talking about the teenager guy. Leatherface messes up the teenager guy's face, his, like, basically his, how should I say, his left side of his face really, really badly. Alright, Leatherface messes up the teenager's guy's face really, really badly. Like, right here. Right here. And so before I get to that, she's trying to escape, but she's trying to do it as, like, quietly as possible, alright? She's trying to be very, very quiet at it. And so, while she's doing that, unfortunately, she gets caught by Leatherface. And before I get to that, like right before that happens, the guy, talking about him now before I talk about her, he's looking around the house, he's looking out the window, and seeing the business party happening from the party bus with all the people. And while he's looking around, Leatherface, man, he straight out knocks him out. And he's trying his best to fight him, but apparently he's not, he's not strong enough. And Leatherface, like, knocks him out and messes up his face. Messes up his left side of his face. And so, he knocks him out and he is bleeding. Alright, he is bleeding, but somehow he survives from some time. The teenager guy survives for some time somehow, after all the bleeding that he went through. So anyways, getting back to the girl. What happens with the girl is that, and it's kind of weird, but a little funny, but while she's trying to go down the stairs, Leatherface sees her, and basically he gets his hammer weapon thing, and while she's going down the stairs, he literally throws his hammer at her, and she goes flying off the stairs and crashes at the bottom of the house, alright? She literally went flying. Like, it was kind of funny, but also kind of messed up at the same time, but kind of weird, but kind of funny that she went flying off like that after the hammer hits her. And so, anyways, the girl, she gets under the house, and she's trying all she can to survive from Leatherface. And so, Leatherface gets his chainsaw, and he starts, slicing through the ground of the property. All right, he's trying his best to slice, the ground of his property to get her. But the good thing is, she survived him. All right. The teenage girl survived him, and basically one of the other teenage girls, who is one of the friends, takes off the metal thing from, the underground of the house, and she gets let out. Alright, she lets her friend out. Leatherface fails with his saw on the ground, and basically they're trying to escape. Alright, they're trying to escape from Hollow, Texas. Now, I'm trying to remember the rest of the movie, because I know something happens, like, way before then, but I'm trying to remember. Like, there are certain parts that I do remember in the movie, but they're not as mattered or important in the movie. But I'm trying to remember. Because I know there's one part right before the whole that happens, because I know it happens in the daytime. Something happens in the daytime, but I'm trying to remember. Well, anyways, I'll just get back to it. Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, after she escapes, they literally, and here's another stupid thing that they did. They go on the bus, alright? They literally go on the bus, alright? With all the people in it. There's literally, like, I don't know, 20-something people in the bus, alright? Literally 20-something people in the bus. They were all partying. they were all drinking and such, and they were just, you know, doing their business. All right, they were doing their partying in the party bus, and apparently they're freaked out from Leatherface, and they're all scared, so they're trying to escape with the bus driver. But the stupid idiot, the stupid bus driver literally walks out of the bus because apparently he is drunk, or he is drunk from all the drinking that he did. So he walks out of the bus, but apparently the bus driver is out of luck because he gets killed as well. And so Leatherface comes onto the bus. The teenagers are freaked out about it. Okay. So yeah, the teenagers are freaked out about it, and all the other people who are like a part of the members of the business or the party or party bus or whatever, they see Leatherface on the bus, and in this one little moment, oh my god. So basically, all the people are